Continuing with our discussion of church being missionary by nature, I'm sure the first part proved its point on the aspect of missionary being passed down from God the Father to Christ, through his disciples to the church, and then to all of us. Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Now, Jesus is saying that the disciples are the light of the world, and to be a Christian means to shine in darkness so that others may come to know the Father in heaven. The first quality of light is light shines the way in darkness, where Jesus is the ultimate light of the world and he leads the lost out of darkness. In John chapter 8 verses 12, he says, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And again in John chapter 3 verses 19 it says, "This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people loved darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil." Now, which means basically darkness represents evil and light represents truth and life. In our day to day life, we are prone to this kind of darkness through various means of unnecessary media or bad friend circles, disappointing your parents, being lazy, etc. And the list goes on and on. Not only is Jesus the light of the world, in Matthew 5:14, he declares that believers are also the light of the world. We are also called to be the light of the world. So we are not to fall into darkness, but seek out the truth and live in the light. As we saw earlier, Jesus is the ultimate light of the world and he leads the lost out of darkness. Now, we are also the light of the world, as in we are the reflection of Christ to lead the lost out of darkness. But for that to happen, we must ourselves find our way out of the darkness. Many of us do not see missionary activity as a part of our own. We are here only for our own benefits, our own prayers, and our own wishes. But that's not the case. We are called for something much greater. When Jesus starts recruiting his disciples, he says to Simon that he will make them fish for people. Now, let's watch a beautiful clip of this from a favorite TV series of mine called The Chosen.
Eden may be angry, but she's not too proud to ask for help.
Ah, so you told her the whole story, huh?
Yeesh. How'd she take it?
Let's just say it's my last night as a free man and I'm fishing.
Your last night?
Quintus.
Well, there are only so many hours in the night, huh? Let's fish.
If we catch nothing, in the morning, maybe you could hide in the merchant caravans, escape to Egypt.
Fish the Nile. We've got perch the size of children. Egypt is a Roman province now.
Nah, Eden hates Egypt.
So? She can wait for you to send money.
I'm hoping if I let Quintus and his boys take out their frustrations on me, he'll eventually allow me visitors. Head down.
So, about the news I was telling you about. I was walking with John, they called baptized.
Andrew,
What's he on about?
And he pointed at him.
No more.
And he said, "Behold, the lamb."
Andrew, I said... Just... Please. Not another word from you about this lamb of yours. We don't need a lamb. We need fish.
Maybe John was right. You have a chance. Sneak into a merchant caravan and get away.
I won't leave the land of our father. And they'll find me, I'm sure. Maybe the baptizer could make me a disguise out of an old camel's hide.
Let's pull up.
James! James! Help! Zeb! Come around!
Sometimes the sea, best soul of us. Not your night.
All right. Time to be done.
Boys!
Roman scum couldn't even wait.
We're right with you.
Make sure Eden is safe. You hear me, Andrew?
Hey! Those aren't soldiers.
I might still have time to see Eden.
Going to clean our nets. Stick around to make sure you can leave.
Simon, it's him.
Excuse me.
That's him, Simon. That's him.
No time for this, Andrew.
It's him. Simon, it's the man. John said he's here. Right now.
May I ask a favor? I'm teaching these people and apparently they're having trouble hearing me. If I could stand on your boat, that would be helpful.
They're having trouble hearing you, huh?
Yes, yes, of course. Please, please, stand on our boat. Thank you.
I need to go. I'm sorry. No time for this today.
Stay a few moments longer. I have something for you.
For me? I'm in a hurry.
Yes, I know. Just allow me a few moments. Please.
Simon, trust me as I have trusted you. This man is the Messiah.
It's good to see you again, Andrew.
Yes.
I'm Jesus. Thanks for this.
Simon.
In my last moments with you, I want to share another story. Can everyone hear me? Yes. Well, let's thank our friends for this strong boat, huh? Trust me, my yelling voice is not easy on the ears. Because I'm on this boat, my final parable should be about fishing, yes? Simon, please send me that net. When this net is thrown into the sea, what happens, Simon?
Well,
I mean most of the time.
it gathers.
A little louder.
It gathers fish.
Yes. This net gathers fish. All kinds of fish, yes?
Yes.
All kinds of fish. And the kingdom of heaven is like what happens next. After the net is full, Simon and the others draw it to the shore, sit down, and sort out the fish. The good fish go into the barrels, and the bad fish thrown away. So it will be at the end of the age. Angels will come and separate the evil from the righteous and throw them into a fiery furnace. Do you understand? Therefore, every scribe who has been trained for the kingdom of heaven, like you all are now, is like the master of a house who brings forth his treasures, both new and old. You are to do the same with this knowledge. These parables I tell make sense to some, not to others. Be patient. That is all for today. I have some business to attend to with my new friend. Put that down for a catch. A little farther out.
I don't have a quarrel with you, teacher. But we've been doing this all night. Nothing. All right. That's your word.
The boat, it's still
Get out! You need to get out!
My brother and the baptizer. You are the Lamb of God, yes?
I am.
Depart from me. I am a sinful man. You don't know who I am and the things I've done.
Don't be afraid, Simon.
I'm sorry. We've waited for you for so long, we believe. But my faith, I'm sorry.
Lift up your head, fisherman.
What do you want from me? Anything you ask, I will do.
Follow me.
I will.
Rabbi.
You as well. Yes, you, James and John. Come, follow me.
I'll take the fish into market and settle up Simon's debt. I'll get some help to fill both of these boats.
Are you sure?
Yes, go!
What will you tell Ima?
We've just been called by the man we prayed for our entire lives. And you ask me, what will I say when you miss supper? Go, now!
So, you sure you don't want to do this just a few more times? Well, we'll make a great team on a boat. Son, joking.
Fish are nothing. You have much bigger things ahead of you, Simon, son of Jonah. Did you understand that parable I told earlier? From now on, I will make you fishers of men. And you are to gather as many as possible, all kinds. I will sort them out later.
William Temple, an Archbishop of Canterbury, once said that the Church is the only society that exists for the benefit of those who are not its members. Yes, Church exists to bring good news to people who do not know God. We are to participate in this missionary activity to reach the lost. Now, the second quality of light is light helps us to see everything else, or see everything more clearly, as in it shows us the better way. John 3:21 says, "But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God." Jesus wants us to come into the light, to seek the truth, so that we can see a clearer path in our life decisions. A famous author, C.S. Lewis, once said, "I believe in Christianity as I believe the sun has risen. Not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else." I know it seems confusing at first, but just read through the sentence again and take it in. You will see a lot clearer now. These are some very strong words that every Christian should take pride in. Through Christianity, the mission that we are given from the God the Father, through Christ and through the Church, proclamation of the gospel must be of our utmost importance. To conclude, the Church fulfills her missionary task by proclaiming the gospel and living as a loving community centered on the Holy Eucharist. When we fulfill our missionary duty, we will become the true children of the Church, which is missionary by nature. Now, that is by being the light and showing people the right way of truth and life. Thank you for patiently listening to the class on Church Missionary by Nature. I hope that we all fulfill our duty of proclaiming the gospel from the days to come. In further classes, we'll see as students how we can take this step forward. Now, don't forget to complete the 3 activities that I have mentioned in part 1 of this video. And as always, stay safe, follow the safety guidelines, and thank you.